Religion was created and given to people in order to give us a perspective on all the information that's coming at us from every which direction. The best of them are for that. But at least it creates an environment that hopefully gives us some idea about what choices to make in our life that are hopefully productive and definitely safe. And that's really a good thing. But there's a much simpler understanding than all of the rules and regulations, doctrines and dogmas of all of the various world religions, and that simplicity is to understand that we're in this world to grow. And if you really understood that, if you really understood it, if it was really in you, then that would be the simple way in which you made the choices, you made the choices you had to make when you faced them in your daily life. We're in this world to grow. And essentially, there is a universe of moral and ethical conduct in that. And if you really understand it, you don't need a bunch of rules and regulations. And the main thing is there are no two circumstances that are alike, and so there's no two set of rules and regulations that apply. And what worked 5 years ago will not work today. It's just that simple. And so understanding that we're in this world to grow, we begin to hopefully become conscious of that dimension of ourself in which growth occurs. The energetic dimension. Now I could go on a really long, talk about the energetic dimension, but, simply put, every single living organism has a way to take in energy and process it to sustain itself. And all complex organisms, from multi-celled plants on up the chain, move energy through a central channel from their intake points up, and sometimes from their intake points down. But there is a circulation of energy happening in plants and animals and human beings. All of them. And so moving our attention to the energetic dimension and understanding that we are in this world to grow, we begin to make contact with the central channel within ourselves and consciously cultivate the circulation of the energy. And what energy are we talking about? Well, we're talking about the energy of our breath and the energy of our food, but we're also talking about the energy of our life experience. Because every experience that we attract in our life and every way in which we understand those experiences is a reflection of the resonance that we hold within ourselves, the state we live in. And learning to make contact with and bring inside yourself and circulate and digest the energy of your daily life, the energy of your experience, first of all, turns every experience into a positive one, because suddenly everything is nourishment. And bringing those experiences inside and circulating them through you as nourishment, brings about a change of state in your own energy field, an intensification of the dynamics as the energy circulates more, and it creates for each of us a conscious dimension of our life that we are completely in contact with and really expresses the highest aspects of us as human beings. And the totality of that is expressed as wellness, which I am a poster boy for today, and bliss. Understanding that we are in this world to grow gives us a perspective on our own tensions and our own limitations, and a sense of our responsibility to deal with that, and a tool set for dealing with ourselves. And having dealt with ourselves, having made a conscious commitment to make contact with our experience and to bring it inside and open ourselves to that, we begin to dissolve the tensions and feel a stronger flow with every body and every circumstance. And it's possible that our lives can become really joyful. Sitting here, we train our minds to stay focused. The first thing this is a mind training, because nobody wants to sit here and look at me for 45 minutes. Not in the beginning, anyway. That's not fun. And your mind definitely wants to go this way and that way and that way and that way and every which way, but connected. And it really is amazing for each of us, as a dynamic, each person is a dynamic system, and dynamic systems do not want to change. Dynamic systems are self-sustaining. They resist change. And in fact, if you take something out of a dynamic system, it will replace it with almost the same thing over and over and over again, except in a very few high leverage places. That's why family systems are self-sustaining. If I killed my sister, there's a backstory to that. My father just died, and my mother's still alive, and she's really old, and she's really weak, and my sister is being an unbelievable pill, and forcing my mom to stay in a nursing home, which she hates, and on and on. So I'm not really thinking about killing her exactly. But I realize, because, being a person who's committed to growing, I realize if I did, kill her or even make an enormous stink, I just attract into that same system another maybe my younger sister would then step up and be the pill. So, dynamic systems have a way of sustaining themselves, and as a human being, we are a dynamic system, and it is our mind that resists change endlessly. And so, this is all really simple. It isn't rocket science. But understanding that we're in this world to grow and bringing our attention deeper into ourselves every day, to begin to draw in the experiences that we make contact with, and opening our hearts to everything and finding a flow with every circumstance, we begin to change our own inner state profoundly, release every tension and negativity within ourselves, and slowly peel the onion of our accumulated karmas and come to a place of profound sweetness and quiet, which is where I'm going now. Namaste, everybody.